Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, home of the 12th man, and ready to cheer on the Texas A&M Aggies. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will take the first swing of the game. The Lone Star State has a ton of rivalries, but this one outshines all the rest.
Yeah, the three of us have had an opportunity to call this game in the past, and you can just feel the tradition when these two teams take the field, right, David? You got the 12th man, you got Bevo. This is special.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You know, you hear a lot about pregame jitters and nerves. I'm not sure if the quarterback really felt fully convinced that's where that ball should have gone, David, because that just looked shaky from the get-go.
Yeah, and I think your goal as an offensive coordinator, so many offensive coordinators across the country, what do they tell us? I got to get my quarterback in a rhythm, make it easy on him early. That wasn't it. You could tell a little bit of confusion, and that's the opposite of getting him in a rhythm. Now you got him in a funk to start this game, and the defense gets a takeaway on play 1.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, getting it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He's got his man. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run. Decision time right here. I like going for it. You're playing on the road. You have an opportunity to take the crowd out of it.
Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Make no mistake about it. Bring in the beef, right? Bring in all the extra offensive linemen, the tight end. You know what we're going to do. We're going to line up, and we are going to smash 4th and goal situation. They are successful playing a little bully ball with the big boys up front.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have controlled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Slams it ahead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense?
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in 2nd and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on 3rd down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
Splits the uprights. Good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Western Michigan rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They go to the ground. At the 35, he's open. All kinds of running room. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They'll throw it on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. At the 20, he's got space. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3.
Headed to the end zone, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Texas! And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start beating.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And there he is, the nation's leader in sacks, coming up with yet another one. Week after week, teams try to find a way to stop this guy. They just can't figure him out. He's too big, he's too fast, and he has a knack for getting to quarterbacks.
After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. Grabbed behind the line, it's Vasquez. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First down here for the offense. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Smokey the Cannon was firing the last time these two teams met as Texas pulled out a close one.
You know, when winning teams win a rivalry game like this, they get the bragging rights. That just seems like it's magnified in this state, though. That was a huge win for Texas a year ago.
Wait a minute, you mean everything's bigger in Texas? We've never heard that before. Obviously, when you beat the Aggies in a rivalry game, the bragging rights run deep for a whole year. Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down.
And I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
That's a tough place to be if you're the quarterback, too. Going 4th down, the defense dials up the blitz, and you just feel the pocket constricting around you. It's like a black hole. There's just nothing you can do. It's hard to see receivers downfield. It's hard to step up, and on that play, you're helpless. And you know that you're losing possession. You're coming off the field.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Now they'll run the draw. Running with power. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to beat him to the left. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. And the Aggies are rolling down the field. They'll try the counter. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Jackson gonna throw it. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They give it to him again. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. Bevo is a ground-based animal, and he has to like what he's seeing right now from this running game.
Yeah, the beef up front doing their job, creating some holes, making some alleys, get those running backs. I think Texas, when you can pound the rock and you can use your big guys up front, you can win a lot of football games. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50 burn. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hatchett. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Still looking on the move. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Wide out in motion. He's looking to throw it. Grabs it in the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3, but get a touchdown here and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, and it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light the scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself, do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well,
picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
there is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the play and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And the returner will be brought down. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum,
and the ball's on the ground. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding.
Holding. ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Here we go.
He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
You might just think that dude's a power back, but what a great job coming out of the backfield, become a wide receiver, and then guess what? When he gets to the open field, that's not a lot of fun to try to bring to the ground. That's a big boy.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, but I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down.
3:25.
Jackson will throw. He's right on target. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying to convert this 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Got him downfield. Oh, look out. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggies. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Inside 30 seconds to play here in the second quarter. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. He'll come out throwing on first down. Caught on the outside. It's Hatchett. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. No good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. The The offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, think of all the big-time players who've been a part of this game, and we have a few more vying for that status so far today in an always emotional duel between the Longhorns and the Aggies. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Texas A&M and Texas plays out.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's...
Hit the afterburners, kid. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running. Touchdown, Texas! And the pummeling has started. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas 42, Texas A&M.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Running back searching for a hole. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
He'll do it himself. Got the first down and still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He'll pull it on the read. just inside the 30 and the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football, so the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. He got it. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. He'll try to do it himself. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Wide receiver shows motion. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. This time he's got his man. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hatchett. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll leave it with him. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They're bringing heat. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, he just flat ran over it. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the route is on. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And they tacked on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start...
Hit the gas, kid! Wide open ahead. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Oh, he wants it all. Caught at the 25. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. He'll keep it himself. Runs for the tackle. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggies!
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Hatchett.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. Tough, hard-nosed running. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Quarterback will audible. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got him and they convert. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He looks that one in nicely.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Longhorns want to move quickly.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous. Chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Unloads quickly. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. They'll line up to go for 2. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Moving toward the end zone, and the ball is free. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Texas A&M.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position.
Returner is tackled down at the 17. And
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Lost, the defense is wide open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Comes out throwing on first down. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
Trying to find his man on first down. Coming after him. Quarterback all over the place, trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten at him.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. They're trying to get to him. Hauls it in. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Got a man, it's Hatchett. And they're able to get him on the ground. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry